hated. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The alpha and omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning, my catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city, you probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel, that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos, knocking those down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made, walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser, I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's you heard, we eatin', talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad, pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab, pay what it cost for the tab, extra with the bag, young Cruiser King, better add extra on the... I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
It's week 7 of the 2023 season, and featured this week is C.J. Mosley. He picked up a sack last week as part of an 8-tackle game. It's the Saints and the Falcons, next on Madden Football.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. Alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Saints in this matchup. The bottom line, there are not many defenses in the league that seem up to the task to slow down their ground game. But this might be one of them. And in everything that they have said and done this week, they feel confident that they're ready.
And I like how you set this whole thing up because it comes down to this to me. These first few carries, they're going to be exciting, they're going to be physical, they're going to be battles. Each side trying to establish control in this game.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. Under center, it'll be the Southern California native standing at 6'4", Sam Darnold.
And the thing with Sam Darnold is we know the skill set is there. May not be the most mobile or strongest arm quarterback in the league, but usually plays with really good poise, and at his best, like a point guard in basketball, able to move around and distribute the rock.
First play and a first pass coming for Darnold. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. 7 yards there and a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. And this a quick slant to Lockett. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
You and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again, it's Kamara. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. It's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On 1st down, Darnold. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Now Darnold. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Now it's Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead.
They began that opening drive. They didn't have the best field position, but they were able to move the ball enough, Charles, to just get in his range to take the 3-0 advantage.
Absolutely, because considering where they began that series, I think they're pretty happy to be sitting at 3-zip right now.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. As we take a peek at their versatile quarterback, the Hawaii native and former Oregon Duck, Marcus Mariota.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Mariota on 1st down.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Oh, twisting away.
He's got his man, London, right side.
From just shy of midfield, Mariota.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So a failure to connect on second down. That leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw Mariota. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And it goes down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense. 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
The Falcons send out their punter.
Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Deion Jones with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still could prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Here comes the Saints punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 17 carries, 120 yards, and a touchdown.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. 1st down, Mariota. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on a touchdown reception. This will be fielded inside the 5.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, That allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
2nd and 5 now. Darnold. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important to set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They run it again with Kamara. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Darnold, it's caught, Lockett. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Come on, boys. Let's count the run.
Darnold on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7, Mariota into the hands of London. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. The Falcons at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And let's remember that last week that this offense, they played about as well as they possibly could play. Touchdown after touchdown. They were absolutely unstoppable in that game. They'll be hard-pressed to do it again, repeat that type of performance. But boy, were they sensational just a week ago.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota going out wide, finds Chubb. And And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Edwards. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Mariota. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, Mariota. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his quick catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Play number 9 set to come here in the drive on 3rd and 2. Mariota. Got his man. It's London. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They'll throw again. Mariota. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bothering him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mariota. A bullet throw, but incomplete. On 4th down, Mariota is off, and on comes Atlanta's Younghoe Koo. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's been pretty effective so far, solid numbers yardage-wise, but the fumble last time, that's what he's thinking about. Has to be a little bit more secure.
Yeah, he does. Would you yell at him right here? Would you get on him?
No, I think you pick him up, don't you?
I agree with you totally. You pick him up in this situation because a lot of game left to be played, and he can be special with the ball in his hands. In that situation, he wasn't. You should talk to him about the 4 points of pressure, high and tight to the body, and let him go back to it.
There's still plenty of time in this game, so he'll have opportunities to secure that ball with those 4 points of pressure. Kamara up the middle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being
because he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Now that's how you start to get back into good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Oh, nice move. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Again, this is Kamara. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Ooh, the juke. And, boy, some nifty running, but he's still going to come up about a yard shy. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So it's 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought they would go for it in that situation. Sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And the Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired, and if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. Here's Mariota. And it'll be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Mariota. Mariota so nimble, sliding to the ground with a 1st down. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the 1st down. It's getting past
6, now 2nd and 4. Play action now.
He went to the marker and got his guys a 1st down.
He's brought down. That that time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota, sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs. In this case, the feet get a little toe-tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
Great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Koo knocks this one through the post,
and that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. Here's Darnold.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 118 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold.
He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Kamara try the right side. And a short gain down to about the 33. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Here's Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
A 3rd field goal in the 1st half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. go with Kamara. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop at the yard shy. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Well, they knew who to turn to on fourth down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's a surprise because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped, and they got it done on that play.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Mariota to throw it. And an incomplete pass. Stop the clock here. Just over a minute to play on half number 1. Throw it. Mariota. And caught by London. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Mariota again. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. A first down throw for Mariota. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Saints, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Touchdown! Drake London, 76 yards. And the Falcons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6.
Pettis now from his end zone.
Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. Still going past the 30. And out of bounds finally, but not before getting it way across the 50 inside the 25.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard, and while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you into bigger errors.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyler Lockett from 8 yards out. And the Saints are back within a score. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference in the feeling between 3 and 6 is an astronomical.
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Graham, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. Time to get another look at Drake London and the Falcons' offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go up the middle with Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mariota. Throw left side. There's London. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Mariota now from the 50. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
1st down, Mariota. Catch made by Slayton. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
1st down, Atlanta.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mariota. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Marcus Mariota, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Second and 16. Back to throw, Darnold. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the ground, Kamara evades the tackler, and now some space. 140 yards rushing now as he's done it on 22 carries.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, it's Kamara. And able to get this to the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 31, Darnold. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question. They need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And sevens, and probably even eights. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. Then when it close this gap.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there? Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. Faking the give. Darnold. He hits his target, Lockett. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now Kamara. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one and another first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw is Darnold. Left side complete to Lockett. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Kamara will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now it's Darnold. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Darren Waller from 4 yards out.
And the Saints have got it back to within a score.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they covered him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did.
And sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. They go play action. Mariota. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their 35-yard line. Darnold. Now pass complete to Moore. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Darnold to the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On first down, Darnold. This complete to Lockett. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold returning right back to Lockett. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. A first down throw, Darnold. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A give to Kamara running right. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 4 to lead. Here's 3rd and goal. Darnold now to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Elijah Moore from 4 yards out. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
This game's kind of fun. The horse race, hasn't it? partner, because the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they're stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
This taken in at the goal line. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. They will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 1st and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota
at their own 22. Throwing is Mariota.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Mariota.
Caught by London.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They run it again with Chubb. Oh, no, he lost the football. Sheds off the tackle.
Wow, that ball was not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Mariota now. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon.
And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. Let's see if he can do it. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Deion Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Gave him an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Darnold. That's complete to his running. And he loses the football a second time. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
The Falcons offense set to go. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead, but whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture.
Mariota now after the fumble recovery. Drops it off for Chubb. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From just shy of midfield, Mariota.
This pass is caught by London.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 33 yards that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mariota. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there. So not so fast to a good drive. That march to the end zone the last time out.
The sack backs him up, so now Mariota in Atlanta dealing with a 3rd and long.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Throw left side, there's London.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Chubb. Touchdown, Falcons. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Koo now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Darnold on first down. And his throw is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Darnold from the gun. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder.
Complete to Jamison Crowder. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Back to throw, Darnold. That's complete as he goes right back to Crowder. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On first down, it's Darnold. Crowder's got it over the middle. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Now it's Darnold. And Waller taking it in over the middle. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
Darnold. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
They run. It's Kamara. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Here's Darnold. That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. And they'll accept that penalty.
Darnold to throw. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Darnold. Top for the end zone. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Lutz with the extra point. And now things get interesting here in this fourth quarter. So now we get that time-consuming 10-play drive. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration, because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Backed up here in a tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. Now a timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you talk about going the long field, the very long field. This could be a 99-yard drive if they're able to accomplish it.
Now Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Darnold. Pass caught by Crowder, but only able to muster a gain up to the 8-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. It's complete. Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And he will get out of bounds. That stops the clock, but 2-yard gains, definitely not what you're looking for at this juncture. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guy's going out for passes.
He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Of course, the game can't end with a defensive penalty, so they'll get one more crack.
So now you get an untimed play, which should be the last one, unless it happens again and there's another defensive penalty.
We've got free football, 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And here now come the Falcons. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive, and this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to them. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Mariota. And caught by London. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to let him take a shot?
It is, if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what the coach told you a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them take. In other words, get to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
Mariota, and he fires one, but incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter on for a very important punt here in overtime. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Darnold with his first throw of OT. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 7 catches for him now. In this last one, a 1st down. So he hooked up with the veteran there. And in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Kamara up the middle. A little juke. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
On 1st down, Darnold.
That pass complete to Moore. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Here's Kamara trying to run for him. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. He hits his target, Lockett. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Darnold now to throw. His throw incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Darnold. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Both offenses sputtering a little bit here in overtime, Charles, but give credit to the defenses and certainly credit to them on that last play. That is a huge interception.
I will absolutely do that. They deserve the credit because they forced a punt on the opening drive of overtime. You know no one wants to give up the ball in OT. And now you have them back out there knowing that it only takes a field goal to win this game. Big-time defensive plays being made.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Following the interception here, Mariota. And finding the tight end Hooper. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play. That means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Mariota. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. On the defensive end, Cameron Sutton with a tackle. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Again, it's Kamara. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And Bourbon Street, it'll be alive tonight. The Saints have won it.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Saints, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.